Hey there visitors, as you can see, this is Russia. And before we jump into it, I gotta say, this is one of the most detailed maps I have ever seen. So I made a poll asking if you want to see a 3 to 4 minute videos or do longer, and the longer poll won. So the first thought was, hey, maybe I'll do a follow along guide to build a farm. I found it. Look at that. Oh, dude, that's perfect. You could even do something like that, put it next to the shop right here, have like a little drive in, drive out kind of deal. After I cut the dead space, I was left with 25 minutes of video for just a small farm. So I scratched that and decided to do a better job showing off a farm. Anyways, the last few weeks have been a little fun to say the least. We had a tornado and I was sick. I'm sick. Also, I had to go through my dad's house, so it got a little delayed. Without further ado, welcome to Malinovka. Now, let's jump down to our smaller farm. Hello there guys, and this is my interpretation of what a small farm I think would look like in Russia. To my knowledge, I did kind of like, not really a poll, but I was reading the comments and I got recommended the MT3 tractors, the K700, and so I thought I'd try to incorporate those one way or another into my farms, you know, trying to throw it out to you guys. And you know, doing research, I kind of looked through and I really noticed that like Russian farms are not much different than like what I thought they would be, like compared to over here with our farms and equipment and everything. Like they got irrigation, they got pole barns like us, basically grain silos as well. I mean, everything is about like what it is here. Beside like some brands are different, of course, they have over there that we don't, and we have like brands here that they don't. Other than that, it's pretty close, what I think. So, you know, the farm tour is, you know, you go into the farm right here and you have a shop about in the middle, a little bit offset, and it's gonna be right next to our grain bin. It has a dryer and everything, so you can do maize or whatever. On the other side over here, you have a little silage pit for your cows, with the manure right next to it and the shed by the road, so you can kind of store whatever in there. Our cows got a little liquid manure, so that way you can take the manure, spread it in your field, and then you jump back on the other side of the farm from the cows. You have another storage barn that can probably be used for more than likely hay for feeding the cows, you know, get some TMR mixing going. We got our shop kind of in the middle. I know I don't really have the decoration toolboxes in there, but it is what I thought would be a reasonable shop for like what a small farm would look like. And then down there towards the road, we have a fenced off gate and our house on the other side. So right next to the farm, close access, so get to your farm and get to work. So anyways guys, I think this has been a pretty good tour of our small farm. Now let's jump down to our big farm and check out what we got going on down there. Hey there, if you're enjoying this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't worry, it's free. It's not gonna hurt nothing, but you will be doing me a favor, and in return I'll keep uploading entertaining content for you. All right, let's jump over to our other farm. Welcome, we got our big farm, and right next to it, guess what? A custom pond. Yeah, you got that right. You can go fishing in your pond next to your farm. It may have manure in it, but hey, guess what? You're just taking that nutrients that would go into the dirt and putting it right into your belly. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? That's what I thought. Anyways, let's get started on the tour of our farm. First of all, right up the driveway, it kind of wides out to the side of our main driveway. We got our house right there in the middle with a couple garages, I guess you would say, and it has a nice backyard part where you have a couple of gardens back there. It has a gate big enough so you can take like a smaller garden tractor or a little loader tractor, take it in there to get your crops out of there. Well, get your vegetation out of there, really. Not really much of a crops growing, but you're able to get your crops out of there and take them to wherever you really need. If you go up our driveway one more time, veer to the left, we got our shop and our cold storage right there with our fermenting silo in the corner. And if you keep heading around to the right, you'll see our big grain bin site, and that should be plenty of storage for what we plan on doing for farming. And if you keep going past that, you'll see we got a little shed right there for extra storage for our equipment, implements. Keep going around to the back of that, you got another little open shed for quick access stuff with a big kind of open awning, not awning, with like a big like implement shed. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. With like a big implement shed right there. Keep going past that a little bit more. You got another barn, nice pole barn right there off the road, you know, just for parking stuff in there, trying to keep it out of the elements, because in the winter time you're going to get a lot of snow and it's not really the best thing just to kind of leave stuff sitting around in the snow all winter. I'm guessing this area gets a lot of snow. I'm not too sure. That's our farm tours. We got our small farm. We got the cool sheds. We got the cows. We got the equipment. And then we go to our big farm. We got the pond. We got the silos. We got the house. We even got a little garden right there. And that's just what it's about, man. Thank you very much for coming out. The map's going to be down below. Check it out. All right. Thank you very much again. Bye.